Good morning, good people. You're having a pool-proof wisdom moment. One of the concepts that frequently comes up in discussion for me is around how people feel that they are absolutely dedicated and committed to love, and that it is the differentiating factor that makes all the difference. In other words, there have been many people I've spoken with who have said, love is hard. It's the hardest thing for anyone to do, and you have to really work at it. And that's really true. I don't disagree with that. But I've always taken somewhat of a contrary point of view regarding what's the most difficult thing for me to do. Why? Because love isn't difficult for me to do. Trusting someone, on the other hand, that's tough. It requires a lot. And I'm not very good at it. It takes me a long time before I trust people. My best friend in the world will tell you that it was probably around 3 years before he even knew where I lived. But that's just how I was then. And I'm still somewhat that way today. I always tell people it's easier for me to say that I love you because I can love you but not trust you. But I cannot trust someone just because they expect it. Trust is something that you have to earn. Trust is something that requires a sense of dedication and purpose, a provability that you have been there for that person and that that person has been there for you, and that in their hands you are safe, you are protected, you are cared for. So when it comes to those two distinct differences, don't ignore the importance of understanding the role that trust plays in how you feel about someone. Because ultimately, love by itself, well, it's just not going to meet muster. But love and trust, or just sometimes trust, well, that will take you a very, very long way. Remember that. Save yourself some trouble. Learn the power of trusting, and don't only be someone who expects trust, be someone who is trusted. That's your Poolproof Wisdom moment for today. Find me on Spotify, Apple and Google Podcasts, and podcast platforms everywhere.